Hello, welcome back to the Dad Delivers vlog, where we try new things to make your family happy. And today, it's a calamity. Something has gone very, very wrong with our hallway. It's a Saturday morning. Family are in various rooms watching various platforms, but I'm stuck in the hallway to look at this. Now, this doesn't look like much because I've just spent about 20 minutes cleaning mould off the walls with this. About a month ago, I released this video where I spent a very, very long time trying to make this hallway warmer by putting up sheets of MDF onto the cold walls. Now, I thought that if I covered the walls with MDF, it would make the walls warmer, and so condensation wouldn't hit the walls and become mouldy. That's that's what I thought. A very kind viewer left me this comment to say, that's great, but don't forget MDF acts like a complete sponge. You're gonna have to paint it to avoid it getting mouldy. And I really appreciated the comments, and I knew I'd get around to it, but manana, I just didn't think it was that urgent. And within about 2 weeks, this happened. It is about 2 or 3 weeks after I put up the panels, and look what's happened. The worst, the absolute worst that could have happened has happened. Oh, let's put a light on it. So we had some coats and bags hung up here, and this is what happened. It's just disgusting. There's mould right in the corner and on the side there. Hi, Casper. And a little bit of mould up in that corner. The whole lower wall just turned into a wall of mould. Look at it, just green, furry. The exact opposite of what I wanted to happen happened. And also what was really confusing was that there used to be, well, there is a letterbox there, and I thought that's where the cold air was coming in, so I've blocked it up thinking that will stop the cold draft as well as insulating the walls. Just didn't work at all. Maybe it's because it's the hallway, it's just that corner of the house doesn't have much air circulation, certainly doesn't get any heat, and it's just revolting. Let's take off all the coat hooks now. I'm just gonna, it took so long to line these up, so hopefully getting them on a second time won't be quite so bad. I managed to get 8 coat hooks up, so down come the 8 coat hooks. And before I take off this board of MDF, I've got, 6 screws to take off. I'm going to future-proof this now. Over here, I've got to stop this boing boing, so I'm going to drill a pilot hole through the MDF and into the wall, so that when the MDF comes off the wall, I'll be able to drill a 7th hole. It took me a very long time to line up all of these screws and get them in at the right angle, all 6 of them in exactly the right place. And like I say, I literally have no idea that I'll ever be able to get this board back on into place again. If it is, it's curtains. Well, not curtains, but no MDF. I think I'm gonna have to go to B&Q and buy a brand new board and start again. Here I am painting the panels of MDF in just a regular emulsion. It's the colour of the rest of the walls. I have no idea whatsoever if this will actually waterproof the boards and stop the mould from growing again, or stop the boards from soaking up moisture, which will then grow the mould. But I'm doing it anyway because I haven't got anything else that I can do. This is my only last ditch option, and it might very well not work. What's frustrating with this is that I've got to do 2 coats, and even then I don't know if it's gonna protect the boards from what I need to protect it from. I'm going to take down the other ones now. Look, this is literally in the last week. Look what's happened. It's grown back. So I'm going to wipe this off with yet more sterilising fluid, and then I need to take these off and get them painted. Look, here's the mould on the other side of the board. Look at it. It's even worse than it was before. And then difficult step 2 is that I've got to put them back up on the wall, but I've got to find the exact spot with the screws, which is, it's got to be really precise, and it is really difficult finding the holes because they can wiggle from left to right. I have no leeway either way with this. There we go, they're all up. Whew, my goodness, that was my worst bit. I mean, basically DIY is just covering up stuff, isn't it? It's just getting stuff to cover up other stuff in your home. This probably shows how big the problem I've got. Look at this. Look how rusted it is. Look, that's how much water has happened just in the last few weeks. They're completely rusted. These were brand new. So I'm going to put the super rusty ones on the bottom row. I'll put the nice ones up the top, the ones we can actually see. And I'll just screw these in. They're just being held up by the MDF. The screws sort of go through to the wall a little bit, but just enough to hold the hooks up. At least I've got guide holes this time round. I'm not having to measure it all out and plan it all out. It really is just putting the hooks back on the wall. I am calling this a Dad Delivers success. Whoa, is this something you would attempt? Is there anything you're doing in your hallway? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment down below. And right here is some other stuff that I've done and probably what happens next.
Can you please help my daddy get 10,000 subscribers? Just click on his face. Thanks, bye! Alright, this is going to be the proper one, right?